Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Good. Yes. Good. Good girl. Okay, so Bebe understands pressure and release. She's not super sharp at it, but she gets the idea. So she's very reactive, prey driven on walks. I don't think a prong collar is a good option. I think it'll just excite her more. So I'm going to try the transitional leash. So right now I am moving over to the transitional, and this is going to be the first time I try it with her. I don't know if anybody else has ever put anything over her muzzle. So we'll see how she does with this. Most dogs hate it in the beginning. So I don't want it too tight. I want it too loose. Good. And I'm going to start with my pressure again. And I'm just using a tiny bit here. So there's the fight. She's got this new leash that's over her nose. I'm barely using any pressure here. Good. When she stops fighting, I release the pressure. Good. And we'll just work through this little bit of a temper tantrum. Not really a tantrum. She's just trying to figure out what this is. Maybe throwing her head around works. Maybe if she gets it off with her paw. And if she were to keep throwing her head like that, I would have tried to interrupt it somehow, told her to SIT or something. But I want her to make this connection without me commanding if I can avoid that. I want her to feel this pressure, go through this process of thinking about how to turn this off like she did with the slip lead around the neck. But this is going to give us a lot more control and a quicker to calm tool. And I just keep my pressure on right here. I'm not adding more pressure, taking it off. I don't want to tell her to do anything. I just want to stand here and let her process this. Good. Good. So she sits. I don't want to fuss too much. I don't want to praise a bunch, but I just kind of check my equipment. Make sure it's not too tight. Good. Now come back to the stance, and I want her to hold this sit for a second. Make sure she's okay. She's calming down. And what would be nice here is if she would look up at me and check in. It's not something you see on the first, second lesson sometimes. So dogs will typically go through a fight, an avoidance stage, and then they'll move into acceptance. And every dog is different. Some dogs will gator roll around. This tool isn't for every dog. But so after we work through that fight, and we just show that the pressure's going to stay on until you put your butt down. We start to get a calmer dog, and that pressure will turn on if she breaks the command here again. But eventually, she's going to go into avoidance, and she's going to start to maybe look away, or she might sit and face the other way. She's going to do everything but look up at me. There, that's a little better. I think she's just looking at my hand over her head. There's a little fight there, so I just added some pressure. And eventually, yes, let's go. We'll get some acceptance. So she just looked up to me there, and there wasn't any more fight. So we took a couple steps forward. I rewarded that check-in with a couple steps, and then I go right back to pressure. So I don't want to get a success, get a good check-in, and then we move, and she goes right back out in front. So just get a couple good steps. She stayed with me, and we're going to go back to the SIT. Good girl. Good job. If she breaks it, I'll put her back into it. So I'm not looking for her to be healing right next to me perfectly the first couple of times we do this. I'm starting out with a calm state of mind is my goal. And we slowly teach what sit is, what pressure is, and then through that process we can teach what this looks like with movement. Good. Good. I still haven't told her to sit once. So we'll see where she's at, if she's still avoiding, if she wants to fight a little, if she wants to accept. Good. Let's go. Good girl. Baby, let's go. Good. And I'm just using the tiniest bit of pressure. It's not a lot at all. The dog's muzzle is a sensitive part of their body, and if I was to just put this rope around it and start cranking on it, she would fight a lot more. Good girl. Good girl. So she is nice and calm now. I might take one more lap and then end the session on this. This is a really good spot to get to. When I end this, I'm just going to slowly take that off and give her a little massage, but we'll do our lap now. Good girl. Let's go. Good. This is where dog trainers get greedy, and we push the dog a little bit too far. Bebe, yeah, right here. Let's go. Good. Good girl. I'm going to get my SIT. Good. Good girl. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll do a couple more sessions of this throughout the day. What I'm going to do here is release my backstop, put a little bit of slack in this loop, and just give her a nice calm massage up over the nose. Oh, she loves it. Good. I got my safety here all unclipped. Oh, nice and tired. There you go.